Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking interior clotheslines. We're going to install one above our bathtub in our bathroom. I'm pretty excited about this. Let's take a look. All right, DIYers, the clothesline has arrived, and here's what the box looks like. It comes in several different colors, and in our case, we purchased the brushed nickel finish. Not sure if any of this info will be helpful to you. Let's go and open it. Got some drywall anchors, some screws. Here's the back plate, it looks like. Got some adhesive in here. And there is the clothesline itself. Pretty neat. At this point, everything is unpackaged. Most importantly, you've got your instruction manual. You've got two different options for install. You can have a drill-free with glue. That is this adhesive here. If you go that route, just verify you have one of these surfaces for the install. And be aware you have to wait 72 hours after you apply that adhesive. We are actually going to do the drill install. However, what we'll do first on the back side of this unit, you've got your brace here or mount. Remove that Phillips screw on the top. You'll be able to slide this brace out, and it comes with a small little Phillips screwdriver. After removing that top screw, this inner plate should slide out. Coming into the bathroom now, and I will show you what we are currently using to hang our life vest. And check that out. Yep, that's what we're using. There's got to be a better way, right? Or better option, and that's what we're doing. We're going to install the plate here, we believe, and the retractable clothesline unit just under or to the side of our shower head. And this is an extremely important step. Number one, you want to pick the proper place or location that you are going to secure that part to. And number two, you want to use a stud finder and become familiar with this entire area to verify you're not going to drill into any plumbing pipes and cause a water leak. That would not be good at all. So after we used our stud finder, I think we're gonna put it right there. Back to the instructions. Step number one, drill 2 holes in wall of the right diameter. And I'm going to use this plate, position it properly. And that's the bottom part here. And I'm going to make my markings for the drill points. I went ahead and positioned the inner plate to the wall and used a pencil to mark my drill points. From here, we'll go grab the drill and drill bit and drill those holes. Back to the instructions, and as far as drill bit size, we're using a 7/32. The instructions don't mention anything about the size. Take a look at the size of your drywall anchor, and it's best to start small as opposed to starting with too big of a bit and drilling too big of a hole that your drywall anchor can't actually secure itself to. In other words, you don't want to drill a hole too big where the drywall anchor slides in and out very easily. That would not be good. Again, start small, 7/32. Back at the wall and do your absolute best to position that drill bit dead center on your marking, and just go slowly. There is no need to rush this. And again, for precautionary purposes, in the event that you're drilling and you feel something hard on the back end, stop drilling, pull the drill bit out, and inspect. Because again, you do not want to hit a water line. Not good. And we will continue and drill the lower hole. After drilling the holes, grab a drywall anchor and see how conveniently it slides in. And in our case, we might need to grab a larger drill bit. And that's good because again, we started small and we can work our way up, which again is a lot better than starting too big and not being able to move backwards. Quick update, we actually had to step it up to a 1/4 inch size drill bit, and we are going to carefully tap this in place with a hammer. And be very, very careful as you do this. You do not want to hammer it too hard and cause damage to the surrounding drywall. In other words, you don't want to hammer this in and crack the drywall in this area. And the drywall anchor itself has spiked ribs sticking out all around it. So be very careful. Again, hammer in place, and again, friendly taps. Until it is flush with the wall. Let's do the top. What we'll do next is grab that inner plate that the retractable clothesline unit connects onto, position it over the drywall anchors, and secure it with those screws. Screws are in, and as you tighten this, you do have a little bit of play to compensate for uneven drill points. And from here, again, just carefully screw in those screws. And keep in mind, you are screwing into a plastic wall anchor. Do not over tighten these screws. You will strip the internal plastic inside those anchors. But you want them snug, but again, do not over tighten them. With the internal plate secured, go ahead and grab the retractable clothesline unit and this bottom slide here. Make sure you position it properly. You've got that top hole here for the upper screw, and this should just slide right into that groove or slot here and go grab that small Phillips screw and lock this unit in place on the inner plate. Making progress. The retractable unit is secured by the upper small Phillips screw. Looks good. It is centered straight. 2 recommendations. I had to use a small little step stool as well as plugging the drain. I thought that was important just in case I accidentally dropped that teeny tiny screw that's up here. Now to the opposite side. What we need to do next is secure the opposite side plate that the clothesline itself goes into, and go ahead and unlock it. And pull this all the way out and figure out the exact location you want it and make your markings, drill your holes, and secure the plate. Quick update DIYers, what I did next was I measured from that corner portion of the wall over to the clothesline. It was 11 inches, so basically that point to the clothesline that pulls out to the opposite side, and 11 inches because I want it to be as straight and level as possible. There's my 11 inches. From here, I'll position the inner plate and pencil in my markings. Making progress. The plate is in place and I have made my drill point markings. From here, let's drill those holes. Again, use a stud finder, verify nothing is behind this drill point area, and carefully and slowly drill your hole. And onto the bottom hole. Both holes are drilled, and just like the opposite side, I'm going to vacuum everything up and clean it up. And again, just like the opposite side, tap these anchors into place. Until they are flush with the wall. From here, let's secure the plate with the Phillips screws. After both Phillips screws are secured, again, do not over tighten these. You are screwing into plastic. Position the cover plate over in this position with that little downward cutout. And both top and bottom have holes for teeny tiny Phillips screws to secure this plate on the inner securing plate. Snaps in place and we will secure it. Again, 1 Phillips screw on top, 1 on bottom. And just like the other screws, you want them snug, but do not over tighten them. Down off the step stool to the opposite side, and we are going to again unscrew the locking portion, pull it out, extend it all the way across, and rest it into place. Check that out. From here, it's very important to come back to the opposite side and screw in the lock, because if you don't and you hang things on this cable, it will droop down. That lock helps it lock in place and provide minimal drooping. Stepping back, here's a different view of it. Again, I wanted it as level as I could. Let's go grab the life vest and place them on the clothesline. And here it is, DIYers, with the life vest hanging on the clothesline. I love it. This is perfect. Again, once we get out of the pool and come back, in most cases, the suits are somewhat dry and the towels are not dripping. However, these life vests are still kind of soaked with water and dripping. This is going to be perfect directly over the tub. Won't harm the floor in any way. What I'll do now is clean up, and actually, DIYers, I want to show you something else. You might like this. To our porch, check this out. We have an additional clothesline installed, and this is mainly for things that don't drip, such as towels and bathing suits. Got a couple life vests there. What do you think? These are also retractable. I've got 2 of them. Or 2 clotheslines come out of 1 box, and that's what these look like on the opposite end. Let's go to the box itself. What do you think? Pretty neat. And that also is retractable. So once everything is off the clothesline, we can just pull it out of the slots there and retract it all the way back, and you don't even notice it's there. So I just wanted to show you this. I am extremely excited about this. Absolutely love it. In the event that you want step-by-step guidance on how to install a double line clothesline unit, as shown here, definitely check out the link scrolling above. You may find it very helpful, and hopefully this helps. Do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Here's my new swimsuit. Got a matching suit as my son and my dad.